Well, man, why are you attacking somebody black? I said, black people didn't put this up. They didn't have anything to do with this. I heard them planning.
The Obama administration did.
Well, that's it. Obama, what did he do for the black race? Nothing. Question you might ask, who's the richest man to ever be U.S. president? It's not Trump. No. It's Barack Obama. You know how? His adopted father, Lolo Soetoro, was one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. And when he died, he left a trust fund in Indonesia with 3 equal beneficiaries. Barack Obama, then known as Barry Soetoro because he was adopted, and his 2 siblings. So he has a whole false claim about what his background is. But when he got in the White House, he'd been working for a law firm that represented his daddy. He got lauded by Goldman Sachs, who financed most of his daddy's American investments. He protected British Petroleum when they had the blowout in the Gulf because guess what? His trust fund had heavy investments in BP. So we get through this whole mantra and even affordable care, Obamacare. You know who drafted it? Senior Tennessee Republican Senator Dr. Bill Frist when he was Republican Senate Majority Leader. Why? His family founded Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and most of the HMOs. His family's making a killing. So he retired from the Senate in 2010 when the Obama administration got passed his drafted act from 2003. See, his game. And I don't have any problem with Trump either. I'm looking at lowest black unemployment rate since Lyndon Baines Johnson, more money to historically black colleges and universities at any time since Lyndon Baines Johnson. I mean, more Americans back to work. You know, like, what did you get for the last 3? Oh, and then this. You know that joke that they do about George W. Bush feeding Michelle candy? The inside thing on that is it's the same candy he fed her husband when he was 6, 7 years old. See, the Soetoros and the Bushes go back.
It sickens me when you ask any African American or most African Americans about Obama. They treat him like a knight in shiny armor. And my question I always ask, or key point is, what did he ever do for African Americans? You know, it's great that he was the first black African American president, but after that, what did he truly do for black Americans? And then they just pause and look. And then they don't have nothing to say. Now, it's crucial that, you know, this information get out because, first of all, Obama did more for the alphabets. And when I say alphabets, I guess you should know what I mean, the LB, whatever. But he didn't do anything. Every time I was waiting for something in the news to say, yeah, Obama did something for us, it was nothing. He didn't do one thing for us that I can think of. And I get into debates with other African Americans about Obama. And it's sad that we had a first black president who didn't think about the black people, which is crazy that when you mention Trump and all the things he has done for black people, just like in the video, you know, he gave more to more black colleges. The first STAND Act, I believe it's called. I might have that wrong, but I'll do a video on that also later on. But African Americans are programmed to hate Trump, even though he has done more for African Americans than our own African American president. So I wanted to get the word out. Mr. Judge Joe Brown, he is somebody that's credible, and he tell you how it is. He doesn't pull any punches. So when I see a video like this, it's eye-opening because there's a lot of things that I already knew, but a lot of people, even on the comment section where I looked at the video, doubting and saying no, but people get so lazy they don't read a book. They don't do any research on their own. They just expect everything that comes across the news media as truth, and then they accept it. So not going to make this long. I just wanted to comment on the video I just watched, and I just showed America about the true definition of, or the true undercoding of Barack Obama. You know, people crying and naming their first kids Obama, and he pretty much didn't do anything for African Americans. But don't talk about Obama, or you're going to get a lot of hatred and say you just don't like Obama. But the truth is in the pudding. I'm still waiting on someone to tell me one thing he did for African Americans. Now, like I said, he did a lot for the alphabets, but he didn't do anything for us. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd like to know your viewpoint on it. But until next time.